Oke, ini sebenarnya enakan. Oh enggak, oke, mouse keyboard aja kawan-kawan. Oke, kita sudah live. Ntar suaranya gede banget coy.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry.
Bentar. Oke, musiknya gue kecilin.
About that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Oh, we are in the forest.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
What?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Buset, nggak santuy banget buka pagarnya. Bentar kawan-kawan.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Where do we go? There any secrets down here? Nggak bisa lari. Oh, cannot go there.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Selamat malam traveler, selamat malam traveler. Mantap,
The woods around the house
kumukisi.
have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something but never do.
The voice actor is really good. Game apa ini, Jay? What Remains of Edith Finch? Sejujurnya gue juga masih belum tahu sih. Cuma lagi pengen main game santai story yang gak lama-lama banget. Jadi gue main ginian. Main basket. Slam dunk.
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been dreaming about it.
Bruh. The house. So big, man. Like mud. Sorry. Gaya banget. Yang gue tahu dari game ini ini game emotional. Emotional, damn it. Horor apa cuma kayak santai-santai story gitu? Iya itu. Story
As a
nyantai.
child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
And what I know, it's really chill. And really
now, as a
nice.
17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
Like,
I was afraid of the house.
hear this voice actor. So great. Kurang gede gak mic suaranya? So calm. Can I go here? Dikit. Gue gedein dikit. Iya. Desktop audionya yang gue naikin. Kalau enggak di gue gede banget coy. Ntar gendang telinga gue pecah. Aduh, ting nang ning nang ning nung ning nang ning nung. Ini biasa rumah-rumah Indonesia banyak nih beginian nih. Gimana? Udah kedengeran kan? Udah mendingan kan?
I heard something moving around in the garage.
The fuck? Okay. Why am I scared?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Why am I scared? Please, no jump scare. This is chill game, right? Why can't I just... Nah
For the
lo.
first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Oke, serius guys. Nomor bercanda. Bruh, this look like I.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Oh. Set. Oh, set buku.
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
What the fuck is that sound? Could you not? I thought this was supposed to be like a chill game.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
I can agree on that. This shit look horrible. Okay, let's explore. Barbara, iku yo.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Nah, man. If I saw this shit, if I have this shit, I'll burn it down. Ada Bigfoot. But it's chill though. The fuck? Why is it?
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Aduh. Hah? Mending cabut. Ya kan storynya di sini, Pak.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Why though? Why you guys
It was like
left?
a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Like, why? Eddie. Oh.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Oke. Mohon maaf, mau bersihin. Aduh. Harus saya mute dulu guys supaya tidak mengganggu banget. Oke, kita kembali lagi ke tempat tadi. Ada pintu yang bisa dibuka. Basement.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. Cannot go to the basement. Upstairs it is. Oh, ini buat naik itu ya.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? Oh my god. This kind of thing
I
scares
spent
me.
a lot of time playing in Great
Oh,
Uncle
this
Walter's
is nice.
room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
This is kind of nice.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
What?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Okay.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oke. Bentar, di sini ada family tree-nya. Ini kan great grandma. Wow, why they all die so young, man? Like this 11 tahun. 10 tahun. Sanjay. Sorry. Oke, kita balik lagi.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
Oh, ini Molly.
Before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947.
Halo
Dear
yang baru
Diary,
masuk. Terima
I'll
kasih
be
sudah
gone
mampir.
soon, but I
Halo,
wanted to tell
Irfan.
somebody about what's gonna happen.
Terima
It
kasih sudah
started
mampir
when
di
Mom sent me
sini.
to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Lagi. No.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Why though?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Can I go?
I kept eating and eating.
What? Ini maknya nggak beres.
I ate a lot of things that night.
It's not even real. I don't know if it's real though. Hello? Hello?
Then I
Oh,
heard
maybe.
chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
How?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oke. Mana tadi? Kemana sih? Oh, ke atas itu. And then where do I go? Here?
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Mana doi sini?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Stop.
Gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
Oke.
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Apaan tuh? Gue harus arahin kemana? Oh,
Rabbits.
oh. Gotcha, bitch. Halo yang baru
Imagine
masuk.
his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Oh. Waduh, stick gue
She was
geter-geter.
almost too big to carry.
Halo yang baru
I
masuk.
started choking,
Terima kasih
but I
sudah
couldn't
mampir.
stop eating.
Oh no.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
Hello. What the fuck? This game is weird, man. Numpang lewat om. Iya, Altrot. Terima
I rolled
kasih
off the
sudah
cliff and
mampir.
into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Makan.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted
Siapa kak? Halo Chris Reno. Terima kasih sudah mampir.
I grabbed on tight, but I was so
Kena lu.
hungry. I jumped out
Murid
of the
Windah
water.
nih, buset, jadi murid
When
Windah.
I opened my eyes, everything
Aku anak
changed.
baru. Ew, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh, nembus. Oke.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Toksik kamu kak. Kok toksik? Ini kayak. Oh, ada orang depan.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Yes, that's quiet. I just killed the man. Aku nggak boleh nonton orang toksik kata mama. Oh, that's too much. Uh-oh.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Bang, maaf baru bisa lihat live sekarang. Kemarin kerjaan sekolah banyak, Bang. Iya, nggak apa-apa, Raihan. Terima kasih sudah mampir sekarang. Santuy, santuy. Oh, ini kita keluar dulu. Buka pintunya, ambil
At the
kakinya.
last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, it smelled something new. Something I had to have. So I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Selamat datang yang baru mampir. Kukira back sound apa di Selamat beda, Pak. Isn't this a room? Bang cuma bisa mampir besok sekolah. Bye bang. Gak apa-apa Raihan. Terima kasih sudah mampir. Oh no. Oh, I cannot go there. Terima kasih ya Raihan sudah mampir.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Damn. Obat nyamuk yang warna merah rasa strawberry apa bukan,
I'm
Bang?
not sure if I believed all of that,
Nah.
but I'm sure Edie would have.
Gak tahu, kebetulan saya tidak pernah nyoba Altrot ya. Oh no. So basically she died.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the
Halo
past.
Bang Alien, halo Jeffrey Juju, terima
So,
kasih sudah
when we
mampir.
adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, okay.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Everyone at
Her room is like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Terus What should I do? Oh,
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
itu game apa video anjir? Ini game yang menceritakan tentang keluarga ini. Oh, nggak bisa lewat sini. Nggak bisa kan ya? Ya, nggak bisa. Jadi emang ini dibuat sama Sven. Emang
One
nggak
summer, they
ada
evacuated the island,
itunya,
but
cuma
Edie refused
story
to go.
doang.
For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Halo, halo, halo Bang Musli Awkward. Terima kasih sudah mampir.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long,
Kita lagi
long
nyantai-nyantai main game story.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My
Lalu
mom
juga
was
musuh.
furious.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kill Finch. Nice.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Wow. Toiletnya begini. Pasti bau banget nih. Okay, we go on.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
Keluarga psikopat tuh. Enggak, keluarganya ada semacam curse gitu loh.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay. Lot of
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
buku aja digembok. Iya kan, buat itu, buat ke tempat lain. Banyak ruangan rahasia guys, rumahnya guys. Apa nih? Oke, ini yang tadi. He died at 11.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Oh, okay.
And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Rumah Toy Story. Iya nih, ada Buzz Lightyear nih.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh,
At Barbara's funeral,
ini
we
bukan game
swore
horror. Bukan
we'd
bang.
never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Ini
I
game
think Calvin
emotional.
always wanted to fly.
Emotional damage.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh shit.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh shit.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Lu yang main
maybe if
ayunan,
I
gue yang
hadn't
pusing.
stepped up,
Sama pak.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Bruh.
The day he made up his
Oh,
mind to fly. And he did.
Salam dari Malaysia bang. Halo halo, salam balik, salam balik. Terima kasih ya Irfan sudah nonton dan menetap di sini.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Luckily you don't. Damn.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
That's just sad, dude. That boy went Boeing 73. The boy just got yeeted. Come on, this supposed to be
Passages
sad.
were a tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Can I go back? Okay, I want to go to the other, this way. Fuck, kaget asu. Okay.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, tadi Molly ya?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Narutan mengeluarkan produk cap badak cap kaki 3. Mungkin besok badak kaki 3. Buset. Apa badak kaki 3? Ini ceritanya artis nih.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Bruh.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan,
Joseph Perry, apa itu? Buset.
Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be
Oh,
rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents
Nemu
to...
game di mana lu, JJ?
That came from the basement.
You're
Nemu dong.
right. Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him. Right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh. Ding 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 ding. Copyright, copyright, copyright,
She found
copyright.
Rick's crutch and imagined.
Oh dear!
Tampol.
Oh. Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Not scared, Rick.
Hati-hati kena.
Furious.
Hati-hati kena strike out.
Act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Time to go for another run. Okay, I hope this is not copyrighted music. I hope nobody owns this. Huh! Check the corner. 360.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh shit.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Mm.
And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh, this is Molly's room.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Fuck.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Let's go down. Double tap, boys. Oh, he gone.
The hookman had vanished, listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
This is actually interesting gameplay.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Bruh.
Oh dear.
Is that?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
The fuck?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Huh.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, now we know. Nah, kita nggak bisa lewat sini. Now we know that we can open the basement.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay. Should we go up first? I think we should.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay. Down we go
Edie's
then.
father Odin built the original house. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Damn. Ada meja biliar, bujet.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Ah, this is the dragon.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
I I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
This is like a... Oh.
If there's a pattern in all these stories.
Okay. Tak pikir ini
I think
tempat
it's that none of
serial
us has
killer.
gotten very far.
This is Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
My controller.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Halo yang baru masuk, terima kasih sudah mampir.
Living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
But still, bro.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Halo lo, siapa nih yang lagi nonton nih? Ngobrol kali, ngobrol. Gak apa-apa sih kalau mau nonton juga.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Okay.
I know it's out there somewhere.
What is out there?
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
I mean, isn't Calvin kill himself?
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one mere day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
And he gone. Damn. Not even one day.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Wow.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Tertabrak kereta, cuk.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Damn.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Assalamualaikum.
Halo.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Assalamualaikum.
Halo, halo. Oh,
Halo, halo.
But I thought you should know about your family.
udah pada bubar, Bet.
Belum, aku masih live stream, cuman udah bubar di Discord aku mau.
Gue lagi live stream juga. Where?
And the history you're a part of.
Apa?
Live stream juga.
Iya.
Nah, gila mau lagi live stream tuh samperin guys, teror.
Waduh.
Teror aja. Ramein.
Lagi main.
Absen like dulu tempatnya Jayylmaooo.
Lagi main ini, Pak. Game nyantui.
Apa tuh?
Game
To
story.
be honest, I feel as
Kenapa nggak
lost
main
as you
yang
probably do right now.
bersihin lagi?
Ntar dulu, Pak. Itu.
Kenapa di Sunok Cita ini kenapa di gini?
I think
Aku ikut
people
dalam
in
nama
these stories
bapak.
believed
Waduh,
them.
Bang Es gak bilang
For
buat
what
anak
that's
sama.
worth.
Waduh, gak boleh gitu, Devan, kocak. Gak ada kayak gitu, Deva, deh. Kamu dijaga.
Bentar ya. Aing kecilin suara dulu ya.
Oh iya, maaf.
Gak apa-apa, santuy. Kamu ku teror. Waduh, Chris Reno. Oh ya udah. Soalnya ini game
Oke.
story.
Pojok ke pojok.
Punten akan teteh. Waduh, saya ingin melamar istri, buset. Ini kenapa ini? Masuk tidak benar. Terima kasih sudah mampir. Yang mau lagi kena emotional damage boleh kesini.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Iyalah, kenapa jadi iyalah ya?
What kind of family finishes
Waduh.
building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wow. Damn.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy junior. Cerpy verpy
Jayylmaooo
lerpy
gak pernah mandi
zerpy.
katanya. Jayylmaooo gak pernah mandi katanya Mi.
Buset.
Udah Maret.
Mandi dong. There are so many dead animals.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Sepi amat saat memanggil teman hantuku. Waduh, teman hantu siapa tuh? Damn.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Punten, halo Rex Lapis, terima kasih sudah mampir.
Rex lapis atau Rex lapis?
Rex Lapis doang.
Rex lapis.
Terima kasih sudah mampir. Kita lagi playthrough What Remains of Edith
Edie said
Finch.
she dreamed about the old house every night.
Punten, halo akun Realm. Terima kasih sudah mampir ke sini. Lo. Ini gue disuruh ngapain lagi? Banyak. Puntennya. Duduk CH di WC. Waduh, duduk CH di WC.
Duduk CH di WC gak tuh?
Ini udah gak bisa lagi. Udah tamat berapa kali? Ini baru main Chris Reno.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Kalau pas mau bilang Jay,
Iya.
berdua apa kita?
Abis ini.
Challenge gak kita pas mau berdua?
Waduh.
Kabarin aja.
But the older I get, the more I
Kita
can
nonton
see where
Ewing
my
dulu, guys.
mom was
Nonton Ewing
coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Baru pertama kali ini Chris Reno. Gamenya bentar doang,
She
cuman
lost two of her
2 jam.
brothers, just like I did.
Wajib.
I get why she tried so hard to
Punten,
protect
buset.
us.
Ada Discord masuk, punten. Mangga mang.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Oke. Damn. Pas mau hantunya
There's so many
digoreng, Om.
things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
So we are pregnant and you are doing this? The fuck? Waduh, ada Instagram juga masuk ke stream gue. Mantap sekali, ada Discord, ada Instagram, hebat. Waduh, yang ini gua nggak mau sebut dah.
I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Ada
Nanti mana yang belum aku nonton?
ada Red Bull.
Waduh.
They were both pretty intense.
Lemau. Ini
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Brah. Siapa tuh?
Anjura.
Oh, anjir. Oh, minta minyak nggak bisa, banyak yang nimbun. Kacau emang Chris Reno marahin yang
Sam
nimbun-nimbun
spent
minyak.
his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous
Phasmophobia
being in
game
front of the
easy
camera.
jadi malas main.
I guess we're all afraid of something.
Halo Bang, halo dan 2.
Review Ewing, aku review Ewing ya guys ya.
Terima kasih sudah mampir dan 2.
Nonton YouTube orang tuh.
Ini cerita lagi. Tergantung. Wanjay Ahdan, halo Ahdan 2. Oke, kita ituin story lagi guys.
Oke, kita install Phasmo.
Mana abangmu Ahdan 1? Mau saya bikin storynya. Buset.
You'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, Okay.
sir.
These memories are gonna
Kalau
last a
nggak,
lifetime.
Hmm?
Halo.
What?
Am I gonna have to shoot?
Enggak, enggak.
Kayaknya nge-lag deh.
Enggak.
It's gonna rain the
Siluin
whole
aja
weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Aku aja halo
Just be careful.
Ahdan.
Camera's older than you are.
Nggak mau saya pergi. Waduh, ada Ahdan 1 dan Ahdan 2 guys. Apa nih, kita harus foto apa
Waduh,
di sini?
ada 1 dan 2. Welcome, welcome.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Is this it? Bukan. What should I take a picture of? I forgot. Oh, here it is. Bukan.
Aw.
Oh, iya.
Setuju. Waduh, nge-vape guys. Dia pengen nge-vape.
Waduh. Ya, ada 2 kabur Hicks. Halo Buang, halo Ansbrok. Terima kasih sudah mampir. Bentar nih, gue lupa nggak ngedengerin dia ngomong apa. Jadi kagak tahu gue mau foto apaan. Harusnya foto apaan?
Ini game apa
Jadi pengen
lagi?
beli, jadi pengen beli vape.
What Remains of Edith Finch. Ini game tentang story satu keluarga yang katanya punya curse di mana dia pasti mati. Berapa minggu nih saya nggak mampir? Udah lama banget Ahdan. Terima kasih akhirnya mampir lagi ya. Ini bentar nih, gue suruh foto apa ya? I do not. Bukan itu. Sabar guys, kita nyari-nyari.
Paladin.
Oh, ini dia.
Hey,
Foto bapak lagi kencing guys. Dan 1 manggil napa dan 2 saya butuh dia untuk story.
just saying. I'm not always gonna be here, Don.
Oh, pasti mati
You'll need to
maksudnya gimana
remember
bang?
this stuff.
Jadi kayak semacam
Fine, Dad.
keluarga
You know who else thought it was
mereka
gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
ada
I'm being serious.
I know,
percaya
Dad.
sama
You're
curse
always
gitu loh, dimana
Doesn't
keluarga
being
mereka
out here make
dapat
you wanna chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth,
Fortune.
I haven't been out here in 20 years.
tapi ada misfortune juga, dan misfortune-nya itu kematian.
Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Oke. Gue
Last
cari.
time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa's Fen taught us how to
Anjay,
fish.
dudu saya, cium,
How to build a
waduh.
fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Nggak ada itu.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Oh,
Good eyes, Don.
hey.
Before you take the shot,
Ih,
get a
gay. Oke. Boleh kalau penasaran sama ceritanya bisa netap di sini. Bentar nih, disuruh foto apa ya kawan-kawan? Oh, ini.
Just breathe.
Lah kok gitu kau? Ya terserah saya kan diri Anda. Waduh.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don.
Damn. Ada 2 baru lahir. Waduh. Oh my god, this death is fucking stupid, man.
I'm proud of you, Don.
Oh.
Always remember that, okay?
Naik jalan. Suruh naik ke atas sini.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don.
Oh
Just
no.
focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Ma. That's how he died.
Of all the
Damn.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Damn, kalau aduh. Kalau Anda diri saya dan saya adalah Anda, kenapa harus gay? Ya karena lu cowok, gue cowok, waduh. Tapi kan orangnya sama. Ya nggak boleh cowok sama cowok tetap nggak boleh gitu. Waduh, dead. Iya, Surak. Nah, begitulah cerita-ceritanya Surak. Jadi ini ada banyak nih, ada Eddie, ada Odin, ada Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Molly, Dawn, Gus, Gregory, Milton, Lewis. Nah, ini kita hitungannya kayak ngeliat lagi kenapa mereka semua hilang. Begindang Ansbrok. Yang obeng tolong Ben duduk CH di WC. Waduh. Kenapa tuh? What's up? What happened? Aya naon? Ntar nih gue disuruh kemana? Oh, kayaknya ke sini. Oh, sini. Lah, kok gitu kau?
Bro, mending lu matiin lampu, Bro.
Guys, kita lanjut.
After Sam died, my mom and he got really close.
Jadi
both lost a lot.
jadi bertengkar.
Lampu gak dulu Azura. Makasih.
Terlalu lama nggak mampir sampai kalian jadi gay. Waduh, after Sam died, mom and daddy got really close. Date little last minute. Gelut. Waduh, Subrek manas-manasin lagi. Kalau gue di band, lu juga di band, gampang. Oh ya, sama-sama duduk CH. Oh, this is Gregory. Okay, let's see.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was
Apa kau
alone?
sini bergelut kita?
Something funny. Only he could see it.
Lagi nonton beginian malah gelut.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Waduh, jangan ribut, mending gelut. Waduh, yang gelut nggak disayang Bang J. Iya betul, ayo. Waduh, ini lagi ada si banteng merah, gelut, ura. Oh, kita jadi kodok. Wih.
Watching's over, Gregory. It's time to. Hold on, sweetie.
Oh, we got time to play. Ayo. Saya pergi dulu, ada banteng. Waduh. Oh. Get that.
I wonder what he saw.
Get that. Oh, fuck. My depth perception is bad. Hey. I got 5 duck.
Si Aro ketakutan aja.
He reminded me so much of Kalo.
Saya juga nggak jadi gelut, ada banteng makan. Waduh. Tidak
Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Hey.
Sure made him happy.
So many things. Balik ininya whale-nya. Bentar Bang, keluar dulu beli makan. Oke, Ahdan. Silahkan beli makan. Wing. Apa nih? Nah. Wih, muter-muter deh.
Jadi gamenya game mandi doang.
Bukan Pak, nggak game mandi doang. Ada banyak.
I know how silly it sounds.
Yang bocil main ayunan terbang itu ya Bang? Iya, yang kelempar ke laut. Iya bener, emang iya. Tadi udah lewat itu. Muter-muter mental dia.
But I could feel him slipping away.
Bang Banteng dia nggak boleh di sini, nanti makan view. Waduh.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
shit.
Hold on, I don't want people to hear this.
Okay, so
I wish she could have told us about the world he saw.
ya emang gitu niat saya. Salah. Waduh. Oh shit.
About Gregory. About everything.
Damn.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Kita disuruh ke sini.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you.
Ya tenggelam. Iya tenggelam dia.
Good luck, Kay.
Udah. Damn. Ini anak kayak Inu, ayo kita geplak bersama. Waduh. Wow. 1 year. Damn.
Gue benci banget sama kamera movementnya, Ro.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
This is the other one.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Tampol. Yang namanya Nightbot pasti suka ngelem. Waduh lah, kok ngajak gelut kau. Waduh. Ini gelut mulu nih. Ini disuruh kemana lagi nih? Kiri kali. Oh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh shit, this guy.
The wind picked up, and
Sama
panicked
typing.
geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go
Airstrike.
inside the tent.
Gabut aja butuh hiburan gelut. Aduh. Oh. Oke.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Tentnya tuh di sini. Ini nggak ada yang ngurusin anaknya apa?
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power.
Motivasinya
All my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Wow. Indonesia pasti STVD. Waduh. Gelo middle finger. Iya, surak. Tapi bapaknya juga sih. Wah.
I wish that I could truly say I
Jadi
thought about you
buru-buru.
Bilang aja gue nonton Ewing dulu sama
out there on the beach
Santai.
alone. Just you, the wind, the sea and foam.
Waduh.
But I didn't
Controller gue geter
until
mulu.
we found you.
Jadi ketiban. Mati
She never
ketiban, guys.
Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
done? Who is done? Buset, dilem gak tuh pintu? Be a baby. Bruh. Ini kayak gua aja nggak bisa nih. Segini nih. Tertubruk tenda jadi-jadian. Waduh. Dah lah. Waduh. Ini Nightwood sama Dudu CH di WC. Ada apa ini? Ayo nih workout rutinnya gas. 100 kali jump rope, 150 kali jumping jack, 100 kali push up, 100 kali crunches. Mantap. Kita
My
manjat.
mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, daun itu maknya dia.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about. But I
Kristen.
think it helped her a lot after.
Iya.
Jadi Saitama itu. Iya, bro. Jadi Saitama dia. Saitama tapi kalah ketiban tenda Ketam.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta.
Sanjay.
Bang Moses mana Bang Moses?
Bang Moses tadi mampir nggak tahu kemana. Selepas saya melihat kejadian ini bisa saya simpulkan Dudu itu waduh gelut sama diri sendiri. Ini ada Ahdan 2 nih. Ahdan 1 lagi beli makan Ahdan 1. Fly to India.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Aduh, ada patung itu. Sumpah nih orang ya, lagi hamil loh.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Paladin, bro.
And to see kids in the house again.
Main Paladin. Ini aku cupu.
Datang-datang ngehina jir parah. Ahdan 2.
Fiora dia main Paladin.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Great job. Awesome.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I think nanti kita akan ke atas, jadi ya udah jalan ke sini dulu. How? You are a pregnant woman. Look at that tummy.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Bobo jatuh. Datang-datang menghina, sesudah menghina kabur, parah loh. Waduh. Kacau nih Ahdan 2 nih. Sweet. Waduh, acu. Dibersinin. Mampus. Waduh.
was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, ada beginiannya. Gue kira nggak ada apa-apa.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the
Ku
doors.
sentil juga kau. Badak. Nggak ada badak di sini. Adanya banteng. This is actually
I think
cozy
Edith
room.
was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Yes, this is actually a cozy room.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Secret? Secret? No? Tukang korps. Hei. Bertengkar mulu ini, hei. Tidak baik. Di saat kau menghinaku, di sana kamu mengenang. Waduh, mengenang. Oh, naik.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Ini CMC-nya bisa lihat masa lalu, Bang. Dari cerita-cerita itu. Jadi ya divisualisasiin sama gamenya sih. Bang, akun Nightbot gak bisa login.
Louis's
Loh.
room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Anjay. Waduh. Pembakar Genji dia, guys.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Oh, sandi akun Nightbot. Sandi akun Nightbot, sandi diubah. Waduh, gimana dong? Bertengkar sama diri sendiri sih. Nah, ini yang kayak gini-gini nih.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist,
Maaf dah bang, Banteng janji gak ngehina balikin orang dong akun saya.
As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for
Burung
substance
kutilang.
abuse.
Oh shit.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Question mark?
wander.
Okay.
I asked him to describe it.
Okay, I'm not good at this.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Oh, that way.
Then something moved. Bats
Bats.
and toads. And things that have not names.
Oh no, I'm not
He
good
knew
at
it was
this.
all in his head.
Apa nih? Sumpah bang, gak ngehina lagi. Sabar. Kerjaan gue itu. Kerjaan gue numpuk guys. Sabar ya guys.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Burung kutil apa yang tersisa dari Edith Finch? Betul sekali. Oke. Sini nama IG kau, ku beri sandinya. Oke. Sing. Ya, sing. Sambil jalan-jalan guys, ini harus. Oh, jadi 3D.
I worried about him then.
Wow.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go.
Balik akun saya, hampir nangis. Waduh. Terima kasih Banteng sudah memberikan ini. Oh, it's getting bigger.
I even encouraged him.
It's getting bigger.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Tokyo. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Makanya jangan ngehina. Waduh. Curang nih. Mainnya itu.
And songs
Blackmail.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Parah, imaginasinya detail. Iya. Oh, ke atas ini. Udah. Jadi raja doi.
He held an election for mayor.
Oh, mau jadi itu dia.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Halo Oji. Waduh, makin gede nih. Terima kasih sudah mampir Oji. Halo, iya Dudu, mau main Apex. Iya, silahkan. Seperti biasa. Ini lagi main ini. What Remains of Edith Finch. New Louisville.
St. Louis.
Okay.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Abrak.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Okay.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen, beautiful prince. I'll take beautiful prince.
Beautiful prince.
Makin gede, guys.
The prince was on his own quest for
sinister serpent.
Sinister serpents.
Wood game. Ini What Remains of Edith Finch. Dia nyeritain kayak story tentang satu keluarga yang mempunyai curse,
Followed the sound of his.
dimana nggak bisa mereka nggak bisa ngindarin
Silver
kematian gitu loh, banyak misfortune-nya. Jadi ini kayak cerita tentang yang udah
His chase
nggak ada.
led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Waduh, makin penuh guys.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Makin dekat lagi.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Waduh, banteng makan uang gak? Waduh. Halo dan selamat datang kembali. Udah dapet makanannya.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Jadi gak tau for nih.
And then it struck him
Iya nih jadi
that the real
itu.
Lewis was not the one chopping salad, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Oke. Jadi ngehalu dia. Makan apa Ahdan? Sama nih lapar juga.
It was hard to argue with him.
What the fuck? Udah nggak kelihatan lagi. Makan apa Ahdan? Sabar Ahdan, setelah ini. Ini kalau berhubungan dengan ini kayaknya agak-agak gori deh.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him.
Awal-awal
to remember
2D,
Lewis.
lama-lama makin iya 3D terus sampai benar-benar itu banget. Apa ini? Oke.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
What are you? What is he doing? Biasalah yang nyampe 24 jam itu tau lah ya kan. Itu MKD, stream yang family friendly.
I still thought I could
Ini
save him.
family friendly sebenarnya.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Siapa tuh tadi masuk keluar lagi?
The palace would be
Oh,
packed with his
shit.
companions.
Siapa tuh?
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Is this the real him?
His prince waited, holding his crown.
Halo yang baru masuk, terima kasih sudah mampir. Oh shit.
Bend down his head. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Damn. Had be gone. Jadi pembuat novel lah, kalau suka ngehalu mah.
It was really cool.
Iya,
wish
iya
you could've met
betul.
him.
Damn. That's something else, man. But still, Genji. Kirain cuma tangan. Ah, tidak. Ternyata kepalaan sebrok. Waduh.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Eh.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Whose room is this? Loving memory of Louis Finch.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Okay. Ini suami.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Ini baru kamar kita.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left
It's
now is
cozy
to
though.
tell you about that last night.
Azura nonton juga Azura.
Lagi main Paladin.
Dia main Paladin Azura.
Sambil makan bang, iya silahkan Ahdan makan. Santuy. Ini juga.
That whole last day,
Ini juga.
Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Kita
Until
nyantai
supper
kok.
when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open?
Azura penakut katanya
The
Airi.
grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Rangket Paladin susah banget.
Damn.
Kenapa?
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Udah 100-an ininya level karakternya.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
No.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground, there'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
It's called
They called
tsunami.
it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
That's why you need
God,
to
it
learn
smelled
something.
awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Oh. Can I go here? Or should I turn around? I actually don't know. Dangkal, otaknya dangkal ya, subrek ya.
For a while, I wondered.
Kayaknya guys, kalau ngelihat air tiba-tiba surut, jangan ke pantainya. Oh, ada DR.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Bruh, you can jump over here. Why you have to open this?
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Oh no.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
No, bye-bye.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Bisa. Nguing.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Aduh,
The
koronja
rest
guys.
happened pretty quickly.
Oh no.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Who?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Me? Please
If we
don't.
lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Yes. Oh, anaknya. Not me. Anaknya.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
This is supposed to be something you came out of.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
No.
But I I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
No.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
No. That's just sad. MC-nya tadi yang kita mainin Edith Finch. Tapi emang dari awal itu ternyata bukan dia. Gue pikir juga pertama awalnya dia, si Edith Finch-nya yang nulis itu. Maksudnya yang ngebaca itu. Kayak dia menceritakan, ternyata anaknya. Jadi pas kita muter-muter tadi di rumahnya, dia tuh lagi hamil.
Ji, kapan pasmu, Ji?
Bentar lagi.
Oke. Abis ini sama J ya, sabar ya.
Damn.
Ada yang nanya si Oji.
Oh iya. Sebentar abis ini.
Sabar ya, Oji abis ini main sama Jayylmaooo.
This fucks with my feelings. Jadi intinya adalah satu, guys. Mau gimana pun, family first. Udah main pasmo abis ini. Iya Ansbrok, tapi kayaknya gue nggak nge-stream, jadi bisa lihat di streamnya Else Now aja nanti. Ini gue ngelarin ini doang. Damn. It's actually a good game. Cara mereka menyampaikan, BTW ini game perang bang? Bukan Ahdan. Ini game cerita tentang satu keluarga gitu, bukan keluarga asli sih, emang fiction. Ini lagi Ansbrok iya dan tapi gamenya bagus kalau misalnya emang cara mereka memvisualisasikan apa yang terjadi and keep it R-rated. It's actually great. Yang gue suka voice overnya. Basically gamenya cuma gue gak fokus sama video streamingnya, fokus sama chatnya. Waduh, berperang melawan takdir. Betul Ansbrok, betul. Itu bisa dibilang kayak gitu. Basically ini tentang misfortune The end.
Kita buka pasmo guys.
Buat yang nggak tahu, ini si Odin, dia matinya tenggelam. Molly sebenarnya masih nggak tahu matinya gara-gara apa. Pokoknya kayak ya mungkin dia sakit atau apa. Kalau Barbara dia entah diculik atau gimana. Kalau Calvin terbang, main ayunan, depannya laut, terbang. Kalau Sam tadi dia keseruduk dir, terus nyusruk, metong. Walter ketabrak kereta. Edith probably die of old age. Gregory tenggelam juga. Gas ketiban sama tenda. Don sejujurnya gue lupa. Louis palanya
Itu game horror, game ini,
ceplung.
game misteri gitu Jay.
Game cerita sih, dia nyeritain.
Sadis banget.
Iya, cuma dibungkus dengan yang tidak sadis lah hitungannya. Makanya masih rated R, nggak eksplisit. Milton itu hilang. Edith kayaknya meninggalnya gara-gara melahirkan deh. Si Don nih gue lupa tadi apa ya. Coba kita lihat. Kita oke. Don, what remains of Edith Finch? Oh, unknown disease. Ini kan emaknya si itu. Oh, ini ya, ini yang tadi batuk gara-gara koronce, guys. Ini kan emaknya si Edith tadi. Si Don ini. Damn. It's actually a good game if you guys want to play it. Kita
Main sama Jayylmaooo aku ini.
Oke.
Tapi dia masih main, aku tunggu
It's
di
really took a lot of emotional. Okay, it left unsettling emotion inside of you. Bang, lu mau mabar? Iya, abis ini Pasmo. Oji, abis ini Pasmo. Cuma ini kita end stream dulu. Diki kenapa?
Game jadi Pasmo end stream.
Enggak, gue end stream, gue enggak nge-stream Pasmo kayaknya. Gue cuma main doang. Yes. Oke, terima kasih semua yang sudah menonton dan menemani saya menjalani roller coaster of emotion. Mabar apaan bang? Mabar Fasmo dan bisa kalau misalnya lu mau cek bisa lihat di channelnya Else Now. Nanti ada gua ada di sana. Cuma ini tak end stream soalnya gua nggak stream main Pasmo-nya. Oke, kita absen dulu kali ya. Terima kasih nih untuk Oji, Ahdan, Ans, Brok. Abis itu ada Nightbot, ada Red Bull. Aduh gak enak banget gue ngomong itu. Ada Dudu CH di WC. Habis itu Itu tadi ada Ahdan 2 juga.
Siapa yang takut main pasmo di sini?
Ada Ahdan 1, ada Ahdan 2, ada Chris Reno, ada Instagram, ada Discord, ada akun Realm, ada Rex Lapis, ada Mostly Awkward, ada Joseph Perry, ada Altrot, ada Irfan, ada Jeffrey Juju, ada Raihan Bersyukur juga, ada Kumokishi. Terima kasih semua yang sudah menonton. Fix saya pertama Nightbot, waduh. Terima kasih semua yang sudah menonton dan menemani saya menjalani game ini. Kemungkinan besar nanti akan ada game yang semacam kayak gini lagi. Rahmat. Ada, iya itu Ahdan betul. Saya manggilnya Red Bull. Daripada nanti di depan rumah saya ada yang tik ting bakso. Mending saya tidak sebut-sebut ya. Untuk kedepannya mungkin akan ada beberapa game yang kayak gini lagi, semacam seperti inilah. Tuh, untuk nyantai aja mainnya jadinya. Oke. Terima kasih semuanya yang sudah menonton. See you in the next stream everyone. Bye bye.